There is nothing more frustrating than when you follow all of the right steps, you try a bunch of different methods, and you still see no results when it comes to manifesting. This is honestly why most people just give up and say that manifesting just doesn't work for them or that it doesn't even work at all. But after working with tens of thousands of people from countries all around the world, what I found is that there's actually one major reason why things don't manifest. And in this video, I'm going to explain it and I'll even show you exactly how to fix it. Because the truth is, I am just so tired of seeing people just give up on their hopes and their wants and their dreams. So I felt like I just had to make this video. And my hope is that you experience a major breakthrough by the end of this. And really quickly, before we get into this video, let me quickly introduce myself if you're new here. I'm Mary Kate, and I'm a mindset coach and manifesting expert focused on getting you transformational results. My whole channel is all about manifesting, the law of attraction, with meditations and more, where I share the tools you need to get the results you want. Here on my channel, I make manifestation make sense. And I post brand new videos every single Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell notification so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. And before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button down below. It takes just a quick second, but it lets me know that you're watching and getting value from these videos. And it also helps this video reach and help more people. So once you do that, let's get right into it. Now, I truly feel that manifestation has been overcomplicated and misunderstood to the point that sometimes it just feels overwhelming. There is just so much conflicting information, so many different techniques, so many different opinions, and also a lot of misinformation from probably the popularity that it's gained over the past few years. But it really isn't meant to be so complicated because you are always manifesting at all times, whether you realize it or not. And like I always say, what you're manifesting actually comes from your beliefs, your perceptions, and your identity. And this is really important that you understand this because manifestation isn't something that you do. Manifestation is actually an effect of who you are being and how you are operating. It's not something you have to do. You're already doing it. And everything in your life right now, all of your circumstances and situations, they're all just an effect of past behaviors and beliefs that you've held. And it all comes from your subconscious programming. Things that you were taught, things you were told, and a lot of experiences you had, especially within the first 7 years of your life. They have formed this identity that you've kind of continued to perpetuate. And now you operate from this identity, and this identity is actually determining what is manifesting into your life right now. Now, here is the biggest thing I see and the biggest reason why certain manifestations aren't showing up or aren't working for certain people, including you if you're watching this and struggling to manifest something. It all comes down to a very specific operating cycle because you can only operate at the level of your identity and your beliefs. So oftentimes when you want something, it's generally out of the contrast of not having it yet. You want it because you don't have it or haven't experienced it yet, obviously. So then you follow a bunch of manifestation techniques and you do the work that other people tell you to do. And then when it doesn't show up, you try harder or push harder or do more or make manifestation this chore that you're kind of trying to control, and it can leave you frustrated. But that is honestly working from the outside in, and it creates this really kind of uphill battle that can feel so overwhelming and frustrating. So instead, if something isn't manifesting for you, start with your beliefs. What do you actually believe about this thing? Be fully honest with yourself. There's no right or wrong answer. Do you believe that having this thing is possible? Do you believe that having this thing is difficult or big or hard to achieve? Or maybe you hold beliefs that only certain people get to have things like that. What are your core beliefs about having this thing? You cannot fake this work. Look at what you actually believe to be true because only you will know what you believe. If you're manifesting money, does that amount you want feel really big? And if it does feel big, why does it feel big? Because $1,000 to one person might be a lot of money, and to another person, that's not much at all. It's all in your beliefs. Everybody holds different beliefs based on their identity, and these beliefs and this identity, like I said, is formed by your programming. So observe your beliefs and see what needs to be rearranged and shifted. And you believe so many things about yourself that form your identity without you even realizing it. I mean, think about it. You believe that you are kind of a certain type of person. You believe that you're good at certain things. You believe you have certain skills. You believe that you're a morning person or a night owl. The list goes on and on and on. Those beliefs are formed by your identity, which is formed by things that happened in the past that kind of reinforce this identity. And your identity plays a large part in what you're able to manifest. So if you're trying to manifest something, but you have an identity and beliefs that don't support you having it, that's when it gets kind of difficult and complicated. And that's where it really kind of just is hard to manifest. So instead, look at the things that come easy to you. Look at the things you do like in your life, whether you're really good at money or relationships, or you have a great job or a great family. Everybody has things that they enjoy in their life. So if you look at those things that you enjoy in your life and that you really like about your life right now, if you'll notice, you have an identity and beliefs that support you having this. And I invite you to dive in and explore what beliefs and what identity you hold that allow you to have and experience these amazing things that you have right now. So that the next time that you're manifesting something different or something new, and when you feel like it's not working, you can then see what beliefs and identity that you need to shift to support you having it. You can sort of almost reverse engineer what's working great in your life and what beliefs and identity are supporting that, and then turn around and use that for the same things that you don't have, that aren't working, and that you haven't manifested yet. Does that make sense? Now let's quickly talk about how to shift these core beliefs to form a new identity. And probably one of my absolute favorite ways to shift and create new core beliefs is actually through something I call reprogramming affirmations. I use this with clients and students. I use this myself, and I truly believe that this creates the best results. I don't want to take up too much time in this video, but I actually have a whole video where I share some of my favorite programming affirmations and exactly how to use them and how it all kind of works. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll link that up here and I'll link down that below. Be sure to watch that after because there's some really great programming affirmations in there. And really use them and try them out, because over time, those programming affirmations will actually help you form the identity that you need to have the things that you want. And the great news is that the more that you do this work of really being able to observe your beliefs and observe your identity, the faster that you'll get at being able to shift all of that to work in your favor. And it has this really great kind of trickle-down effect in all areas of your life because you're manifesting at all times. And when you learn how to shift how you're operating at a belief and identity level, it changes what you attract on all levels. It's really the deep inner work that gives you the best results. But so much manifestation is taught from this very kind of surface level perspective, which makes everyone so frustrated. So I wanted to go ahead and clear that up. And I want to leave you with one last thing that I notice a lot when people are struggling to manifest certain things, and that is operating from current circumstances. This is when you'll notice people saying things like, or I can't afford that, or when things are better, then I can do this, or giving any kind of excuse to what they want as not being possible right now. But notice that that's not actually the truth. Whatever you're believing to be true about your current circumstances, it wasn't written in stone. It's just the current situation of what's simply happening based on your past beliefs and identity. They've created these circumstances. So you can change it at any time. Instead of operating from current circumstances, be open to seeing things differently. Be open to the idea that anything and everything is possible whenever you get your beliefs and your identity on board. So be sure to work through those programming affirmations to form those new core beliefs. This is going to have such an amazing effect, not just on your manifestation, but on your life in general. Everything starts from within. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell notifications so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok and Threads at MK Magic Mindset, and if you want to learn more about me, my programs, how to work with me, and more, you can visit my website at mkmagicmindset.com, and I will see you in the next one.